As concerns over youth mental health continue to grow, so does the debate over how to help. But new nationwide research suggests there's no simple fix. Rather than focusing on technology restrictions alone, voters and parents are calling for a broader approach that includes digital literacy, mental health support, and practical tools to help families navigate today's connected world. Joining us now is Glen Weiner, Executive Director of the Coalition to Empower Our Future. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, as the parent of two teenagers, I'm really interested to talk to you. Let's talk about this new research. What does it show about how parents and voters are seeing this issue?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that comes through loud and clear in our research is that parents view youth mental health as a complex problem. They talk to us about a variety of factors, from family dynamics and social isolation to academic pressures. You and I can probably both relate to this. Overscheduling of kids is part of that. It's also, exposure to violence. It's overuse of devices. It's just the stress of growing up in today's world. So given all those factors, it's not surprising that 75% of parents told us that they would prefer a solution that is more comprehensive and takes into account all these different factors, as opposed to one that's focused solely on one factor, like phones or devices.
I mean, I think that speaks to how complicated it is as an issue. What surprised you the most about the findings?
It was really interesting to see 3 in 4 parents expressed concern about the unintended consequences that could arise from a focus just on one factor alone. They understand that restricting technology, banning technology is going to prevent our kids from being equipped to work in an environment where technology is present. So it's really a matter of thinking about how do we incorporate media literacy and other factors, other solutions, in order to holistically approach this.
Well, you mentioned it, so let's talk about digital literacy. How important is that, and should that be something we teach kids along with reading and math?
Absolutely, absolutely. 90% of parents told us that they want their kids to receive that kind of education. It's really important for them to be able to distinguish between harmful or misleading information that's out there, but also how to use technology in an effective way, to be responsible, to help with creativity and in other areas. So it really comes down to, training kids, giving them the tools to be able to harness technology effectively.
I mean, this really speaks to how challenging it is for parents, right? Because we want our kids to be able to compete in the job market and to have digital skills, but then we want them to have healthy habits with their phones and their tablets. So what do you tell parents?
So, parents are in the unique position of they know their kids best. Every kid is different. Every situation is different. So they're the ones who can set the boundaries. They're in the best position to do that. However, there is a complication here, which is that 90% of our parents told us that they don't necessarily feel comfortable with technology. So we need to make sure that we have resources for them as well.
So true. I still can't work my Snapchat. Thank you so much. This was a great conversation, an important conversation. Where can parents go for more resources, more info?
Yep. So the Coalition's website, empowerourfuturecoalition.com, has great resources as well as an opportunity to engage in the conversation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.